Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Daedra, and today we're gonna be talking about living in another country. So for those of you who don't know, I was born in Michigan, in the D. Shout out to Detroit. However, I was raised in another country. Who wants to guess what country I was raised in? Okay. They got a lovely accent, bomb ass food. Bob Marley's from that country, and President Obama famously said Wagwan in that country. Anybody guess? J of the A, Jamaica. So yeah, I was raised in Jamaica. Said it in my last video. My mom's a Jamaican, and so I spent most of my childhood in that country. So really, I was never raised here. Like I briefly did not even elementary school. Like I did like 1 year elementary school here, 1 year. All my other schooling was there. And so I spent a lot of time there. So I just want to explain to a lot of people who've never like lived outside the country, the differences of living outside the country. So for me, the first one, I'm going to start with America. One of the benefits of living in America is that like our economy is thriving, and so we have jobs. Like you have availability of jobs. You will not understand the beauty of having an availability of jobs until you go to another country where you're qualified and you can't get no jobs. So that's one thing I love about our country. We have a good economy. So far, we're maintaining a decent economy so we can provide jobs for our people, services for our people. The culture of America, like it's so many different people. I love Africans and I love Spanish people. Like if you African, I heavily mess with you, and if you're Spanish, like I've been watching me some Telemundos, and I tell you, ever since I started watching Telemundos, shout out to Juan, like my baby Juan, first person I met when I moved here. He is a sweetheart. That boy's Latino and he is a sweetheart. So him and them Telemundos got me onto Spanish people. I love Spanish people. So that's what I kind of love about our country as an American, this melting pot of cultures that we have. So I got African friends. I got friends from Nairobi, from Ghana, from Senegal. But then I have my friends that are originally from like Mexico. Their families from Mexico. Their families from Panama, Belize. I have people from like that are in like my classes, because right now I go to a community college and my school is so blended. I have people that are all the way from like Bulgaria. So that's what I love about our country. Like even people try at this point, a lot of people are trying to push this rhetoric that we need to be divided and we need to say America for the Americans and what qualifies you as American. Listen to me. My personal belief, I don't dip in politics. That's not the point of my channel, but I'm going to say this here. Every one of us adds to this country in some way, shape, or form. If you are a law-abiding citizen and you paying your dues in the society, I respect, honor, and cherish you as a part of our American society. Let me say that. But moving on from the serious and getting back into the point of the video. As I said, I love the interesting diversity of our country as America. Like, America is like one of the few countries where you can go from Chinatown down the street to some jerk chicken, good jerk chicken, Yardman jerk chicken around the corner. Like, shout out to my people that have been in New York, and you know that like on this corner is Chinese food, on that corner is some Jamaican food, around the block is some soul food. And so I appreciate that about our country. I love that about our country. Not only that, like moving on to the flip side, which is like the joys of living in Jamaica. Jamaica's got bomb ass people. Firstly, love Jamaicans. Like me a yard man in my heart. If you cut me, my bleed. Well, my mix bleed. Like my bleed little America, little Jamaica. So like I love that about them. Like I love the way that Jamaicans are. Their vibe is like off the chain. Like I love my family. I miss my family more than anything else. Moving here and not having them with me, it's so freaking hard, because I was raised where like my family took up half the block. Like we were half the block. Like everybody from my house down the street was related to me. So like getting away from that, that's kind of weird for me. It's kind of strange. But besides that, like I miss home. I miss that good food, that good food. And I know a lot of Jamaicans be thinking, when I say good food, they're here thinking about like some jerk chicken and oxtail. Me I talk good chicken back. Nice curry chicken back. Yes, I said it. Chicken back. And for those of you who don't know what chicken back is, like, ooh, y'all missed out on life. Like, that's some good bomb-ass curry chicken back. Some tortilla rice, which is like mackerel and rice, y'all. That's just mackerel and rice. But some good mackerel and rice, like, that's my food. Like, poor people food. I love it. I love the uptown food, but I love a poor people food. And yeah, like, for me personally, since I moved here, I haven't really partied. Because, like, the party scene here is different from what I'm used to. The party scene here seems to me, I may be wrongly judging, but in Texas, like when I go out in Dallas specifically, because I live in Dallas, and when I go out, I find that like a lot of people want to either pop pills, smoke weed, or drink. I don't smoke at all, anything, any form, any kind, not even hookah. I don't drink. I'm under 21, but I typically don't drink either way because I'm not a big drinker. I never got into it, and I never. Oh, those who are wondering about my shirt, yes, this is my shirt. Yes. Back to what I was saying. I don't really drink either. I'm under 21, so I can't legally drink. And two, I'm just not a big drinker. But girls and boys, in a couple months, I'll be 21. So that will probably change. Probably won't. I'm just not a big drinker, to be honest. And I don't pop pills. Nope. Say no to drugs, kids. I ain't never gonna do drugs. I'll never be peer pressured into that. That's not my scene. I like to go out and enjoy the good music and turn up because the DJ is playing good and because the club is lit and the people are fun and the shit's just popping. Like, that's me personally. Like, that's my personal belief. That's how I will have fun. That's how I will go out and turn up. But what I find in a lot of clubs here that I've been to, it's not that. That's not the case. Like, the DJs are okay. The music is fine. But, like, people need to have some substance to get them going. I'm not a substance kind of person, and because of that, I've found that I haven't really had that much fun going to clubs over here. That's just my experience. That may not be the case for all the clubs. I know that's not the case for all the clubs because people wouldn't be going. But that's just been my experience in moving here. I miss my family, like I said before. Like, my mom, as I said before in my previous video, my mom lives out there in JA. And if you hear me say JA, I'm referring to Jamaica. I have 3 younger brothers. My brother just turned 18 yesterday, so happy birthday to my brother, my oldest brother. I love you to pieces. I love you now and forever. I love all my brothers. And if you know me, there's a lot that doesn't bother me, but don't mess with my brothers. Like, my brothers are like my kids. I feel like I co-parent them, even though they don't agree with me, but that's not the point. So for me personally, like, not having them here with me is a little bit hard. And I know that's what a lot of immigrants deal with, like the downside of not having your family physically with you. But what I recommend and what's helped me personally, yeah, my dad's here, but what I've done is, like, I've created a community since moving here. And be careful who you create a community with, because, like, most of the people that I hang out with, they go to my church. Yes, I go to church. They go to my church, and either they go to my school. I pick productive people to hang out with, not people that I know are going to get me in trouble or just go turn up every day, because that's not a good, healthy environment. That's not what your family does. Your family gives you structure. For a lot of us, especially from another country, from a small country, you're used to your family being your structure. So my advice is always, like, find another form of structure. Like, choose your friends carefully because they will become your structure. So my friends, a lot of them are from my church, like I said before, or from my school, people that are like-minded, that are doing what I'm doing, they're focused, they're trying to get their life together, get their goals done, accomplish what they set out to accomplish. I'm not a time waster. I don't waste time. I don't have time for stupidness. So I don't really have friends that are giddy or childish or cruff, as we Jamaican call them, cruff. No. So my advice to, like, people living outside the country, find yourself a structure, join clubs, join sororities. Those things will help you. Not only missing your family, but it's like, when I moved to Texas, I still don't know. Ignore my hand. Like, I was sleepy in class and drew on my hand. When I moved to Texas, like, I knew next to no one. I still don't know a lot of people because I'm, like I said before, be selective in who you let in. And I am selective in who I let in. I'm careful about who I call friends. And so I know what it feels like to not know the city that you're living in, but do what I did. If you ain't got a car, bus passes are fairly cheap in the U.S. Don't drive way out of town to somewhere that you don't know, but hop on a train. Take a little spin around your town. Don't just hop into Uber, because Yeah, Uber is easier, but those days that you have a little extra time, take the bus instead. Get to know the city that you live in. If there's a downtown area, hop on the train, drive downtown. Get to know your city. You won't feel so alone and isolated if you know where you live. And stay in contact with your family. Not because your family doesn't physically live there with you. I Skype my mom. I video chat my brothers. I'll WhatsApp them. And that's a good app to do. I'll link the WhatsApp app in my description bar below, so that you guys can like look up that app. So that way you can talk to your family that lives in another country inexpensively. Because once you've got Wi-Fi, you can talk to them. Don't feel like you're the only person that's away from their family, or because it's fun living outside of the country that you were born in. You're having new experience, you're learning new stuff, but it can also be lonely. And you're not the only person. If you ever feel like, oh, I'm a little bit lonely, I'm sad, I wish I had somebody to talk to, you can like, I'm not gonna say DM me, but if you send me a message on YouTube, comment in the comment boxes below. Like maybe you live in Dallas and I can add you on my Instagram or my Facebook and we can talk. And like if you feel lonely, like we can create a community for ourselves, like, because you're not the only person that feels this way. You'll never be the only person that feels this way. And I understand what it's like missing your family, missing the country that you were raised in. Because yes, I am American. I'm a proud American. Let me reiterate for those I know who are going to come in the comment section and say, oh, but you're not really American. We're not even going to do that with you. I love this country. I love my country. But then Jamaica's like my adopted home. They took me in. Like they raised me. So not being where you were embraced, not being in the country that's homely, because if you've ever been to Jamaica, you know that the moment you come off the plane, like you're an honorary Jamaican, they welcome you, they embraced you, like you are one of them. And so being away from that in a country where we're kind of isolated in a lot of cases based on our differences, like race, our class, all types of different issues. And so being in a country like that and not having that structure and that familial embrace that I'm used to, it's kind of hard some days. But like I said, I remind myself I'm not the only one, and there's nothing I can do without God. So if it gets to the point where I'm like, oh, I'm so sad, I miss my family, I either go out and hang out with my friends that I have, chill with my dad, or I'll pick up my Bible and go read a verse, or I will pray to God and say, God, you know I'm missing my family today, kind of low today, kind of down today, but I'm just asking you if you could just give me that strength, give me that push, give me something to take my mind off of that. Like, help me meet another goal today. Take this frustration and this anxiety and this boredness and turn it into something good. But like I said, not too heavy today. We're trying to keep it calm and chill. I don't want y'all to see my crazy just yet. But yeah, subscribe, like the video. If you're from another country, you want to share your experiences, comment below. I'll comment back. I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm joking, I do. But I love all of y'all, and I will always comment back as long as I got the time. Peace out.